Alright, hello, welcome back to another Bloons Sulfur Defense 6 video. This time we're going to be moving on to the intermediate part of the map here. There's another map that I haven't yet done, which is called Sulfur Springs. So, this map is kind of interesting. I think this was released along with one of the water hero things. I don't remember exactly when it was released, but it was kind of specifically designed for one of the new towers in mind. But honestly, I can't really remember which one it was, but essentially the balloons move around this thing, and then they move around this little, I don't know, gazier or whatever in the middle, and then they move around this thing at the end here, and then there's the exit. So it's kind of a long map, and it's only one lane. That automatically makes it kind of simple, you know, with these one lane maps. Perma-Spike and Apache Prime are those towers that are gonna be fairly decent. But in this case, I decided to settle for kind of another strat, which you can use with these one lane maps. And we're gonna be using the M.A.D for this one. So kind of interesting. The big challenge, or the biggest challenge with this map rather, because it's not really a big challenge, but the biggest challenge really is to try to find adequate space for the towers. You don't really have that many places for the towers, and some of these are quite off the map, as you can see, like all the way to the left here or to the right. So it's kind of designed for you to place a lot of subs here in the middle. I think that's kind of what they were going for, hoping that you use the water tower. I think it was Brick Hell that was introduced, some sort of skin or whatever. Honestly, I don't remember when it was introduced, so I gotta go back and see. But it's not like it matters. Sauda is always gonna be extremely good. The reason why, especially here too, because she can hit the balloons like 4 or 5 times before they exit, so she's not gonna leak anything like in the first 16 rounds or something at least. So that's really good, because that sets us up really nicely with the Darkling gun, which we will be using. So yeah, she's always going to be really good just because she has camo detection in the very beginning, and she costs only 650 bucks, meaning that you don't have to place some meaningless towers in the beginning to try to afford the hero, and then place down the hero, and then get on with your strat. You don't have to do any of that. You can place her down instantly. And that means that she is going to be level 20 at the very end. It also means that while you're good for camo, you don't have to put out any villages or whatever, or worry about that. And yeah, she doesn't really have that many weaknesses either. It's like lead balloons, right? But that's not really a big deal. As you can see, okay, some yellows went through, but it doesn't really matter because she can hit them on the way here. So we have $2,000. I haven't done anything. It's about time to set down the Darkling Gunner, like right here. It doesn't really matter that much. Better hit that balloon right there. Sauda would have hit that blue balloon at the very end, but better safe than sorry, I guess. So we will be using the focus firing first, and we just aim the Darkling gun at the very beginning of the map, as you would kind of expect. So advanced targeting, laser shock, whatever, faster barrel spin. I like to get that one first, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to be in any danger at all here in the very beginning. We're not really going to be in danger at all during the entire run. It's just that the M.A.D is just so incredibly strong. But it does have a weakness as well, so we will get to that. Don't worry, we're going to be getting to that, but not just yet. So we get the laser shock as well. Maybe it's not necessary to do that, but I like the shock, so why not? It's only $900. It might not be like strictly necessary. If it wasn't like a more challenging map, you could definitely consider not bothering, but we will bother in this case. So we have only one weakness here in the beginning that I absolutely need to address right away, and that is that we don't have any lead popping power. So around 28 is when those leads come up, so we need to make sure that we have the Alchemist ready, so the Alchemist can actually target the lead balloons. But it's not really a big issue, and we will be using the Alchemist anyway to buff Sauda right here, because Sauda is going to be fairly decent. As I said, Sauda will be hitting the balloons like 4 or 5 times, so having a good Sauda is obviously going to be a good idea. So getting the stronger stimulant. I think we can also get the faster throwing as well. You may notice that the Berserker Brew has become a little bit more expensive, but the stronger stimulant in return has become a little cheaper. So that's how they balance that, I think. Kind of an interesting change. The reason is because this Berserker Brew was really strong, and a lot of strats, they did not use the stronger stimulant too much. They only used the Berserker Brew because it was good enough. It wasn't that necessary to use the stronger stimulant. Which is fair enough. It may not be strictly necessary in this case either to use it, but we will be using it because, well, Sauda gets even more buffed, and there's no reason not to do that. When we are fairly... we do have a fairly amount of cash, although I may stress that you shouldn't really be spending too much cash on nonsense, because we will be needing quite a bit of cash for the M.A.D. It's like 65k, and we need to spend like 10k on rocket pods as well before that. So, stronger stimulant, and I think we get the Hydra rocket pods just in time before round 40, but it doesn't matter because we have the ability here, and the ability is going to destroy all of the balloons that leak out of the Moab anyway. So even if you were very late to destroy the Moab, like it gets quite far, you could just use the ability at the very end. And that is another reason why Sauda is so good, because you always have coverage over the entire map with the abilities. So whenever something leaks, you can use the ability. And that goes for both of the abilities. It's not like the abilities are like incredible or anything like that, but they're really good. So I got the Hydra rocket pods there, and if I want to, I can use the ability, but the Hydra rocket pods are very good against Bloons. That's something I need to stress. So round 63, round 78, whatever, round 76, none of these ceramic rounds will be an issue at all, actually, because the Hydra rocket pods are very, very good. The explosions just kill all the balloons very fast. As you can see, nothing is getting through at all. Like, nothing is remotely close to getting through it. We'll be getting the Rocket Storm. The Rocket Storm is really a really good ability, but it's not an ability that I will be using too much just because I avoid the macro or whatever. But obviously, if you see a Moab, you should use it, because there's a reason you have the ability. There's literally no reason not to use it. So you can press the 2 button on your keyboard if you want to use it quickly. But it's just to press it on an ability. It's not exactly very difficult macro anyway. Now it's time to buff the M.A.D, so you can just use it. The same thing, the stronger stimulant. Just use all of that in order to buff it. It's fairly cheap. And the last thing we will be doing with the buffs is to add the jungle drums, so it shoots even faster. So bigger radius and then jungle drums as well, and then we are ready to roll with we need 64k, so we will be getting this at the very end of round 80. And that is gonna be the hardest round of the run, because the M.A.D has one major weakness, or this setup right here. But the M.A.D specifically does have one major weakness, and kind of one weakness only, and that weakness is that you could very easily get overwhelmed by the Bloons, because the M.A.D is so strong that it is gonna kill, like, especially if you use the ability, it's gonna kill Moabs in like one hit. And if you, like, round 98 or round 96 or whatever has a lot of Moabs, meaning that if you kill all of those Moabs instantly in one hit, you will be getting a fuck ton of Bloons coming your way really quickly. And when that happens, you could just get too overwhelmed that you just can't stop them, and then you lose. So that is kind of the only way to lose. And I did, if you did pay very close attention in the beginning, I don't actually have the black border on this one just yet, just because I was testing it out and seeing like which round was difficult or not, and I think some Bloons there, so that is something to keep in mind. And round 80 is going to be the hardest round, just because, again, this thing here could be overwhelmed, so you just have to be a little bit quick on your feet, or pay a little bit more attention, maybe even unlock it so you can actually manually make sure that it does hit the balloons. So round 80 is the only round, at least, that's coming up that we have to be a little bit concentrated on. The others, it's just a matter of using the abilities at the right time. I will get to that, but essentially, as I said, you don't want to beat the rounds too quickly just to ensure that you don't get totally overwhelmed. That is kind of the idea. And it could go wrong if you're not careful, because when I play this, I destroyed like round 98 in like 10 seconds. Everything was destroyed. So I got this round 99 was suddenly coming, and there was still balloons for like it's insane. Like it just happened so quickly, and I got overwhelmed and at least like a little bit of balloons. So that is again the only danger. But as you can see, we're at round 62 here. This is round 63. As I told you, all of the balloons are getting destroyed by the rockets. Nothing is remotely close to getting through. It just makes it very easy. But it's the opposite once we get the big rockets that it could technically go. Now this is a point I would probably use the ability here, but as you can see, we didn't need to do it. But I could have if I wanted to. But as I said, this strategy is really good because the darkening gun is the big problem that it does have is that it can only target one lane at once. But if you have only one lane, it's obviously going to be very viable. And all of the paths of the darkening gun are pretty powerful, especially the bottom one. I think the bottom one is really good too. The balloon execution zone or whatever you call that. But it's really good. The laser thing is good as well, but the thing is, it's way too expensive. It's like 120k or something. And I know that I was able to for the plane in the other video, but that was a little bit different. The laser gun is just way too expensive, so you will never be able to use it in a chimps run, but you can use it in possible run for sure. But in chimps, it's really difficult to be able to afford it. If the map is easy enough, I suppose you can. Yeah, M.A.D. is really good. There's a reason it's like the meta when it comes to defeating all the bosses, because it does so much damage to Moab class balloons. And as you will see once we get to the bad doesn't last at all. You hit it like 3 times and it's already destroyed. Like hit it once with the ability and it's pretty much over. It's pretty wild. So yeah. So let's see around 72. What's that? I may use the ability just real quick just to speed things up a little bit, but things are not going to leak until round 8. That is when it could leak. And the reason, again, is that there will be quite a bit of balloons, and if the rockets, if they do not hit the balloons, then some could get through. It's not that much. Like, it's not that much of a half. But, yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. But don't worry, we'll get it under control, and we will be able to afford it mid-round. So all you would have to do is to essentially buy it. And once you bought it, it's over instantly. Because it's just gonna destroy the rest. Because once, oh my god, this COMG. Oh my god, this COMG. I've been watching too much Super John Bombo. I was watching him a lot in the past, and he always said, "So my god." Nobody says that, except him. But, yeah, so that one doesn't contain a lot of balloons. Like, round 98 in comparison has way more COMGs on the screen, right? So, but anyway, that's kind of, we're not there just yet. So first, we need to make sure that we survive before we can afford the M.A.D. here. So this is around 98 again. The balloons are not going to get through, but obviously it doesn't hurt to just simply click on this. I think I was close to leaking there accidentally, which kind of goes against what I was saying, but I'm not, as I said, I'm not really paying too much attention here, and I may not have the best line. If I miss a balloon or two, some could get through, but as I said, it really shouldn't. As you here, nothing done to her. So, yeah. But again, you should absolutely use the ability because that's just gonna get all the balloons instantly. Why would you do it? It doesn't make sense not to do it, right? So, alright, so we're gonna get ready now for round 80. As I said, that is gonna be the biggest challenge, so we're gonna make sure that we have the ability ready so we can use it. So we will be able to use the ability twice against the COMG. So here, round 79, easy, and there we go. So round 80, there, CMG is approaching, use the ability. There we go, and we will be ready to use the Moab Assured Destroyer, which is through the M.A.D. So, yeah. Let's just wait until we can afford it. We would have to get some of the BFBs, I think, the BFB insides in order to be able to afford it, which should be happening fairly soon. I don't think, yeah, it should be dead here relatively soon, so let's wait and see. As you can see, I'm missing with the rockets because I'm just not bothering, but obviously you can unlock it and then target it, so that would hit it a little bit more. Use the once again, and now the insides are gonna get destroyed and the money break in, meaning that you have enough for the real thing here, and with that, you're not gonna leak whatsoever. So it's not exactly difficult. You could have used one of the abilities too if you wanted. Sauda is very powerful at the moment. Level 13, I thought she would be higher, but maybe they've nerfed her a little bit. So I thought she would reach level 20, but maybe she will not. She may not actually do that. Maybe she reaches like level 18 or something. But anyway, the next step is to place down a blue gunner. You can use whatever that is good against the balloons. I like the blue gunner because it slows them down. So, blue, whatever, you can use corrosive blue. But essentially, you just blue everything to slow things down, meaning that things will not be leaking that easily, at least, right? So, we'll be getting a lot of money here. I think we get like 30k more or something like that, which is gonna be very useful. You can use whatever you want. If I really wanted to, I could have saved up for a perma spike or whatever. You could use like so many things. Whatever that kills balloons, which is literally every tower. Whatever you think is best. It honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as it's something that does something against the balloons. So but the glue, you can never really go wrong with it because it slows things down. And when things move way slower, it's obviously a lot easier for the rockets to hit the balloons. I'm going very slow right now for some reason. There's no need to me to slow things down just yet. But as you can see, the balloons stay. The fortified ceramics can be a little bit dangerous. So that is the only thing you should be aware of. That is the only thing, again, that could potentially get us here at the very end. We get the glue strike, so the glue thing, you should just be spamming that. At least use it whenever you think it's applicable. Whenever you see some balloons on the screen, or quite a lot of balloons on the screen, you should absolutely make sure to use the ability. So we will be getting the glue storm as well. So we will be saving up for that right now. So let's just wait and see what happens. So we get this money very quickly just because there's we get a lot of money in these rounds still. So yeah, we're just rocking it. So let's wait for round 87 so I can just demonstrate how good the ability is. The ability is really good, and you should absolutely make sure to use the ability whenever you can as well. At least whenever you see quite a few Moabs on the screen. Why wouldn't you do it? It does so much damage. It's kind of crazy how much damage it does. So can you get the glue storm right now? And here, as you can see, just it kills everything. It's really good. So there we go, round 88. And the next step is just a spike factory. You get faster spike balls there, pretty good. That covers quite a bit. Those explosive spike balls are round 89. Easy. There we go. You can use that. whatever you want. If you want to use it, you can use the Blue Storm. I was actually gonna use the Blue Storm there, but again, it doesn't really matter. So this, yeah, the spiked mines. Yeah. But now, again, just make sure that you don't kill things too fast. I know, but yeah, do everything whenever you want. Like, this is a perfect moment to do so, because you see there's quite a few balloons on the screen, and everything dies there. Easily, no problem whatsoever. And you can soon use the glue ability again, like it's good. Here, round 92, might as well use this one. There we go. No problem. I might as well get spiked mines right now. Now we have that. That's gonna get a lot of balloons. Might as well buff this. There we go. If you really want to. Or Blue Storm, why not? It's never hurt anyone. So you can do whatever you want in the final rounds. Nothing is gonna get through. Here, round 94. Might as well use the ability real quick. Get some collapse. There we go. Like round 94, usually a pretty tough round. Here, absolutely no problem. And here, quite a lot of balloons. Use this ability. There we go, everything's dead. Pretty funny, honestly. Why not? Use this. Round 95, you're afraid of the DDTs. This is gonna be the easiest round. There's no need to do anything because just one rocket gets the DDTs straight. No DDTs whatsoever. One of the hardest rounds. No need to worry at all. Just easy. Round 96, as we all know, has a lot of balloons. So let's just might as well blue effects here. Go to the ceramics. Very easy. Use the rockets. So it's just a matter, as you can see, that was round 96, just like that. So now you want to make sure that you have the you don't need to use the ability on this round. Here, everything is glued to perfection. We have 20k, you could use whatever you want to do. Do whatever. So yeah, the ability here. And let's wait for the balloons so we can glue them. A lot of balloons here, so we'll glue those. There we go. Nice and easy. Might use the Sauda ability if you wanted to. And that was round 99. Easy. That is round 100. Let's use the ability here. And the B.A.D. is dead already. That's it. It wasn't exactly very difficult, was it? And that was Sulfur Springs, 1.6 million. So, pretty decent. We got 8k on this one, but the spiked mines got 10k, so it came in clutch a little bit, but obviously did place the mines also a little bit like in the pathway. So it doesn't mean that we would have leaked 10k without the spike factory, but there's a reason I thought this would be like the easiest way. Sauda got 408k as well. So that is it. So the M.A.D. is really good for these kind of maps, but again, it's not. Its only weakness really is that it's so good that you will get easily extremely overwhelmed because you kill everything instantly. But once you have that under control, it is totally GG. So that was it. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure which one we should tackle next, but at least that is that black border medal, as you can see here, for Sulfur Springs. I haven't been really playing in any of these maps here. Like even this one, I haven't finished the black border just yet for so many of these, and I'm still missing like even cover. No, I did finish that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm missing a few maps still. Which one? Yeah, Erosion, Dark Path. I made a video on that one though. But Castle Revenge, I haven't played that one yet. I don't even know what that one is about. Supposedly a pretty difficult one. Erosion as well, kind of an interesting map that I have yet to do on Chimps. So we will be getting some of these videos out at some point. Glacial Trails, another one. I haven't even played it. That one is also quite interesting. And lastly, I thought there was a new expert map that I haven't done. Apparently not. Is this an expert map? I don't think it is. It could be. Yeah, it seems like it. Glacial Trail is an expert map, which is honestly a little bit strange. But anyway, I'm rambling. I was supposed to end this video a long time ago, so that is it. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, whatever. If you didn't enjoy it, too bad, I guess. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you would like to see next. But that was my strat for Sulfur Springs. So see you in the next one. Bye.